Hello, everyone. Super happy to be here sharing my experience with you. I just wanted to share with you what's coming through today. It's about the most important personal development decision you can make. And that decision is to learn how to work with, manage, heal, and create your emotions. Because your emotions are the energy that's driving your decisions and your behavior. So, number one, if you learn to feel your emotions, understand your emotions, sense your emotions before they catch you, you can make new decisions that you have never made before. You can stop the autopilot from happening in your brain. Your emotions are showing you what your subconscious believes, showing you what is okay for you in your life based on your subconscious references, your subconscious beliefs. So your emotions are showing you that. And your emotions are your subconscious ways of creating guardrails in your life. Like if some fear comes up, it's because your subconscious is saying, don't go that way, don't do that thing, danger, 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 regardless if it actually creates danger for you or not. Like public speaking. Public speaking could be a key to your greatest success. But if you're scared of it, you're going to have that emotion's going to come in, stop you from doing it. And that's because your subconscious just believes it's not okay for you. So your emotions are driving your behavior and decisions, and it's coming from deep, deep down. So when you learn to work with your emotion, you're actually working with the layer right above your subconscious. The emotion, if you use the emotion, you're following the energy that your subconscious is holding. Your emotion is showing you the energy that your subconscious is holding. You could follow that energy right down to the belief in your subconscious. You can change that belief. You can be present with that energy until it completely dissipates and dissolves, and then it's not in you anymore. I've seen that hundreds of times with myself and people I've worked with one-on-one. When you learn how to work with your emotions and heal them through presence, through love, and a whole number of techniques that you can learn, they that energy leaves your system permanently. And now your subconscious doesn't see the world the same way. So now when a certain situation happens to you, you have a totally different reaction. Or when a certain opportunity comes up, you make a totally different decision that benefits you. When you think of actions to do, you have more options to take actions. This center stage thing, I've like center stage on. It's moving like crazy. Sorry about that. I don't know if I'll use that again. Excuse me. So the first reason your emotions are key is because they're driving your decisions and behaviors. They're showing you what your subconscious actually believes. They're showing you what's held in your system that's either stopping you from doing certain things and moving you towards certain things. If you look at your life right now, how your life is set up right now, that's what your subconscious believes is okay for you, because all the decisions that have led to this moment, all the actions you're taking or not taking to change something, yeah, all the habits you have in your life right now, the way you interact in your relationships right now, the what you think of your relationships right now, that's all the culmination of what your subconscious holds to be true about yourself and the world and your experiences and what's capable for you. So the way your life looks like right now is what your subconscious has created. We like to think we're conscious beings, making conscious choices to create everything, but we're not. We have these deep, deep energy systems in our bodies that are driving so much of our life and what's created in our life. I mean, there's so much science to prove that out. But you can just look at your personal experience. I mean, any addiction you've ever had, addiction to your phone, addiction to porn, addiction to certain foods, addiction to caffeine, addiction to smoking. You consciously know that that's not helpful for you. You consciously know that maybe you consciously want to stop. Oh, I'm going to stop this. Yeah, but you don't. Why? Because your subconscious is more powerfully creating what's going on in your life. That's happening with every type of decision you make. Even decisions you want to, positive things you want to start as well. Like I want to start an exercise routine. I want to start dieting. I want to start taking actions every day to create my business. You know, I want to start being closer to my higher self. I want to start connecting with my power, who I really am, the spiritual me, the me that exists beyond the human. You know, you can say those things, but if your subconscious isn't on board with that, doesn't think it's safe, or thinks there's more pain in that than pleasure, guess what? You're not going to do it. That's why it's so hard to start new habits and keep them. So our subconscious is creating our life, and emotions are the window, the doorway into what our subconscious is doing. So that's number one reason why emotions, choosing to learn how to work with your emotions, heal them, let them go, change them, create them, is going to have a huge impact on your life. It's going to vastly change your life. And the other reason that's coming through right now to share with you why emotions are so important is that because emotions are the energy of your life force, right? Like when when you're angry, that's your life force creating anger. you know, is that what you want to use your life force for? Maybe in certain situations that would be useful to kind of defend yourself, but in most situations, it's completely useless and just creating more pain for yourself and others. So when you learn to let the anger arise and you learn how to heal that as it's arising instead of speak from it, instead of act from it, now that energy dissipates, dissolves, and you have your life force back. That life force that was anger, it is now returned to you that you can use to create something that you want. So emotions are the energy of our life force that we feel that as certain sensations and feelings in our body, right? So positive emotions is the same thing. It's your life force giving you a specific experience in your body. Now, for those of us who are into reality creation and reality change and creating a more loving world for ourselves and everyone everywhere and really loving our lives, I'm sure you've come across the idea that your the positive emotions you're having when you envision something you want to create for yourself, the more you can get into the feeling of already experiencing that, the more likely you're going to create that because it's going to draw that energy to you. It's going to draw that experience to you because that's the energy you're creating in your body, and that the universe is trying to match that. It's going to match that and bring that experience to you. But also because when you when you feel such strong positive emotions to some vision that you want to create, something you're trying to do for yourself, some future ideal state you want to have for yourself, when you activate that emotions around that, then now your subconscious believes that that's possible, believes that that's exciting. You're going to start to take new actions, new decisions. You're going to make changes. So your emotions are also a key to creating your ideal future, both from a manifesting perspective and a subconscious day to day. What actions am I going to take? What decisions am I going to make? What am I going to say? What am I going to what am I going to do? So your emotions are like, they're not a coincidence. They all happen for a reason. They all happen because of the rules going on in your subconscious. Now, I found an interesting distinction from a teacher named R.J. Spina, and his distinction is that emotions are all those all those feelings that don't feel good, because they're a that's our biological system, basically saying danger, danger. Our biological system showing you the energy it's holding about like even grief, right? Sadness, anger, fear. Those our biological system is holding those as an interpretation of life, an interpretation of yourself, based on what we experience in our life, based on our trauma mostly. So he calls those emotions, but he calls feelings things like love, joy, excitement, passion, connectedness, oneness. Those feelings can come through our body as well. And those are coming from the real you. Those are coming from your source. Those are coming from your pure life force, your unconditioned self, your higher self, you could say. The part of you that isn't living in your trauma. It's the part of you that is living in your oneness, this connection with source. So when you have those really positive emotions, you're channeling your your most creative, most powerful life force energy through you. So learning how to work with emotions is going to create such a massive difference in your life. And another final really important point that is coming through right now is important to say is that this does not mean that emotions that don't feel good are negative. That is completely untrue. We do not have to suppress them, avoid them, reject them, or push them away. That makes them stronger. That makes it worse. Those emotions, when they come up, the anger, the fear, the sadness, the anxiety, the grief, the pain, any kind of emotional pain, the sense of I'm not good enough, sense of not being worthy, all these painful feelings, I can't do it, I'm not capable, hopelessness, shame. When those come up, that's a gift. That's a gift because it's showing you a window into what your subconscious is holding. It's showing you a window into what you're holding inside. And when you see that window, you have an opportunity now to work with it. So it's a gift. It's a gift to help you heal yourself. It's a gift to help you let go of the pain that you're holding that's creating more pain for yourself in your life. And that pain is repeating. So so they're not difficult emotions are not negative. Challenging emotions are not negative. They're the window into your healing. They're the next thing that your body thankfully is and life thankfully is bringing up in you so that you can heal it, get that life force back, and return to joy, return to peace, return to the love that you really are. So that decision to learn how to work with your emotions, learn how to be really present with your emotions and heal your emotions, and learn how to create the the most exciting, joyous, loving emotions in your body. That's going to completely change what you think, decide, say, do, and what you experience in life and what comes to you. It doesn't have to be spiritual. I mean, there's no separation between spirituality and physical life. If there's any spirituality, it's in everything, right? Everything physical. So it doesn't have to be some big woo thing. It's literally what's happening in your body right now. What are you feeling right now? What are you sensing right now in your body? That is your doorway to your next biggest leap forward. And you don't have to go looking for it. If you just still and breathe, you'll feel what your body's feeling right now, or life will bring a circumstance to you that's going to make you feel something. This is all part of you expanding. That's what it's for. It's for you to expand. That's what emotions are for. They're for you to expand. Even the difficult ones, they're for your expansion. So learn to use them, learn to work with them. That's how we become more powerful in our power, in our source, become more loving, and how we create a more loving world together. If you're interested in learning how to do this more, look into what I have to offer. But there are lots of, if you're not interested in looking into it more with me, there's lots of other sources. But it's the most important decision you can make. I love you. Thanks for watching. May you experience the beauty, love, and power that you are in a human body. Any chats? No. See you next time.